Welcome back, fellow Armed Career Generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Black Ice 3 with blah 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 with Hearts of Iron 3, Black Ice, and yes, other mods like Third Reich events, German gameplay augmentations, the D-Worms mods, units of the Third Reich, Tanganyika, and a few other small mods, including California Province Pictures that I made, and it's there. Now that one I didn't do. But that's California Desert. That's just a standard. That's Oceanside area. That was already there. That's out at Riverside. That's the Pasadena. That's an actual period photo of the Pasadena Rose Parade you may have seen on television. And it's just a generic. There's Santa Monica from the time period. Santa Barbara from the time period. I think Las Vegas may have already been in there. Maybe Kingman was, I don't remember. Sacramento I added there. So yes, we have it's generic. There's Carmel, wonderful place. King City, that's Hearst's Castle, yes. So yeah, we have California Pictures. If you're invading California, you need to click there a lot if you're playing the US or something. It's a mod to have. Simple little thing. Okay. So before we get started, I know it was a long time before the start of this series and the last one, and I'm still getting a few. Hey, are you ever going to be playing Hearts of Iron 3 again? I go, I've already started. I think I gotten three questions like that at different times. Yeah. Can you tell a friend about this series? You don't know how much it would really help me. Whether even if I go post on the Paradox forum, but if you go post, it's really cool. It really helps out. Go like, hey, have you seen Gamer's new series he started up in Germany again? And here's a link to one of the episodes. All of that kind of stuff would be really good. Though be careful for thumbnails if it's showing that it doesn't have certain pictures on it. So pick the right thumbnail, please, so you don't get smacked down. I did a while ago, and I've had to link a few for one of the things that are just made it so you have to copy paste the link. But yeah, so if you want to, I would really appreciate that. Direct unit combined firearm thingy. Oh no, it's this one. Okay, direct fire. There we go. We'll move it to infantry. Unit combined arms. Combined arms is cool. Short barrel is improved. Short barrel HE gun. We have a medium already. Let's do welded plate armor construction. And we have artillery and combined arms as well, or did we already? Okay, artillery, yeah, we're leaving that. That's just at 36. We'll let that continue to get better. Italy, money for crude oil, Okay. Artillery barrel. Heavy artillery brigades and medium artillery brigades. Okay, those are 38. Let's see if we have a 37 type text still to research. Here. Somewhere, maybe not. Probably not, as it's looking like. Okay, so we do submarine. Armament. Yeah, mentioning that. Let's see if we can come in here. Diplomacy, Iran. Okay, we already got that going. Okay. February 28th. Still. All right. Just minor purchases from Iran and Saudi Arabia to make them more friendly towards us. Okay, single engine airframe and single engine fuel tanks research. Oh, we've lost high popularity for a while ago, so let's drop that down. So we'll just let that end. Aero engine research. That also is grayed out. Okay, good. Let's see. We're spying on Britain, I know, and Japan. With Japan, we're trying to get steal some ship blueprints or something. Some sort, help us out. Maybe they're more advanced than us. Okay. Again, we're at peacetime, so if we get a negative thing on, organization recruitment officer, it's not good, but we're dead on 50-50. So let's take that. Bases for West Germany. Yes, we want that. Air bases, that is. And let's give all these to the top. That'll help our practicals. And before we did that, okay, we're into this block of production. We'll take it out for a while, but yeah. And yes, I will be building some of my own infantry divisions. Yes, I will be building some of my own artillery division or armored divisions. Those are all the air bases that just flashed on. Yes, I will. Don't just rely upon the events. Now, the events, do remember, I'm not sure about all of the math. Though, of course, you are paying for these. Now, a bunch of these are partially built, but you're also paying for those in some of the modifiers here going on with different things at different times. Okay, cruiser damage control advance. Let's end that, and fighter bomber prototype advance. We'll just end those two. Okay, we're down negative money now. Who are we not? Who is not buying supplies? Because I do not think I did that big of a jump. Okay, now we're back. Sometimes nations may have a bit of a shortfall in money because of something. Okay, Hearst troops. This is the Swiss one of the big Swiss Nazi party version of the SA. The Hearst troops originally wore a uniform, a gray shirt with black tie. Here you can see the Hearst troops on the march without the uniform. They're just all there. All political uniforms were banned in Switzerland in 1936. So yeah, they had to give up their uniforms. Who is not? Okay, so Japan is having trouble. Seems like anybody else. Okay, and the Spanish state, which is just trying to buy coal. I don't think that's the main need, but Japan may be having trouble with its balance of payments. Anti-air ammunition has advanced. Very good. There we go. And now we can, pause. Okay, Der SA Man is a newspaper. I don't know, is it weekly or something? That's one of the sort of metallic signs, another sort of sign, and that's a couple of copies of the paper there. So political indoctrination gain, there's some supplies. Yep. Back to technology and research here. Okay. Armored fighting vehicles, AA weapons, level 1. We will start researching. Now, it is good for armored fighting vehicles to have anti-aircraft weapons, and I'll put them in two categories. One is sort of the go away category. That is like in Germany's case, 7.92 millimeter machine guns, like the MG34, which is the most common there, that are mounted like on the commander's cupola that can sort of shoot up in the air. Those really, they're not. Nobody's really. I mean, yeah, they probably, because somebody either got lucky or the pilots were just coming in at them straight on long enough that they were able to shoot at them and bring them down and got too close. But those really aren't meant to actually shoot down enemy aircraft. They're meant to shoot up at the enemy aircraft, have some tracers, as part of the bullet links, and best to normally do it more than you would, instead of like one every 5 rounds, do it like one every 3 rounds or whatever. And so the pilots, as they're coming in, are seeing tracers coming up at them, and it's sort of like make them release their bombs a little early, so hopefully missing it. It's more just a go away, please don't bother me kind of thing. Then you have proper anti-aircraft guns. Now, those absolutely did shoot down aircraft. They are maybe just a little bit more an advanced version of the go away in very small, as individual or very small numbers. But when you get a field of them, you get a bunch of them shooting, they do start taking aircraft losses, or they just really have to release their bombs a lot higher. Now, there's very good reason to have towed anti-aircraft guns, even if you can have you could theoretically have all vehicle-mounted ones, on the back of half tracks, or the like Ostwind and Wirbelwind on the Panzer IV chassis. The reason is they can, yes, be used as ground fire support, and you can also use ground fire support from the other vehicles too. But you can entrench them much easier, and you can also camouflage them much easier. So if you put them around a position and you have enough time to sort of camouflage them a bit, and then the aircraft start coming in, and then they all sort of open up. One, the aircraft just maybe not spot the unit as likely, if all the tanks are sort of hidden under, a tree and whatnot, and they're, the spotting aircraft are flying high and not seeing it to radio it in, you don't get attacked so much. But if they are coming in, then all of a sudden there's a lot of anti-aircraft fire opening up. It's more devastating. Now, whether on armored or unarmored vehicles, having anti-aircraft guns is good, because they can be moving along and spot, maybe not well before the strafing starts or whatever, but spot, hey, there's enemy aircraft up there. Okay, everyone, pull over to the side of the road, put the brakes on, get stopped, get ready to shoot if they're going to come at us much faster. So they both have their advantages, and a mixed approach is, at least with World War II technologies, is the best. Okay, infantry attacks. I've read this book 2 or 3 times for years and years. I've kept it in my car as just a got to sit at a get my tires changed, whatever, at the tire shop or whatever. Just got to sit somewhere and need to read something, pull that out and read it. But I have read it through very good. So almost self-promotion, but it's also, if you're young and you're going into the Army, you should read this book. Small unit leadership is very good, and even if you're just going in as a private, you should know what good leadership looks like. Okay, we're getting a lot of these done. Right, okay, let's continue with this. Road networks have advanced. Very good. I'll pause. And that's under construction. We may come back to that real soon. And medium fuel tank has advanced, which allows us to research other aircraft prototypes. Okay, we really are pushing everything into 38, aren't we? Which doesn't do any good for our, efficiency. Okay, we'll destroyer class 36. Small warship damage depth charges. We'll do these two first. Very good. And this is roadway level, which reduces ours by 2%. Railway network. Okay, and we've lost level 1 and we've got level 2 now. Well, let's see. The United States. Does it have a positive money situation? Yes, it does by considerable. Let's see if we can sell them some supplies. And they're getting a pretty good deal on supplies, but yeah, we'll do that. Good. And that should put us back into positive territory there. Somebody stole our blueprints. Okay, our own spy priorities. We're doing that. Counter espionage. Maybe we should increase that up. Just max all that out. The SS Medical Academy, healthy soldiers, so a little more combat medicine. Okay, increasing the oil output there. Good. Brennender Scourge with burning concern. I'm sure I'm butchering that. German's hi, all Germans out there. Hope you like my butchering of German. Is a Catholic Church encyclical of Pope Pius the 11th, written in German, not the usual Latin. It was read from the pulpits of all German Catholic churches on one of the church's busiest Sundays, Palm Sunday. No. I say to you, it is impossible for a Christian to take part in anti-Semitism. It is inadmissible throughout Christ, or though Christ and in Christ we are the spiritual progeny of Abraham. Spiritually, we are all Semites. So this is anyone who thinks the Catholic Church was in league with the Nazis supported the Nazis, and I know that there's various groups that want to try to use some of that to attack various Christian elements, including the Catholics. It's very, very untrue and very, very wrong. Yes, there are individuals, especially some individual priests and bishops or whatever in Croatia that, supported the Ustashi and the killings there. But that wasn't the overall church's position during this time period. It very much wasn't. It was very anti-Nazi. Okay, we lose 4 unity and gain 2 in descent. So, well, let's see. Okay, without putting any in, we'll still grind it down. I don't know who. I think it was more organized. The churches, and that could just be because the authors. Hitler's Compromises is the book. I forget the author's name. The author's research, and the author very much talks about the difficulty of research material and getting a hold of it and whatnot, and original resource material from Germany about various resistances to the Nazis. But I think the biggest and most organized was the German Catholic and resistance. Airport capabilities have advanced. Very good. Is that grayed out, or are we just okay? Airport, that's a 10, so we'll let that go because that'll take longer to research than say the 5 will. And yeah, another 5. Negative for a while. Cutting into our growth, but oh well. Okay, a bunch of, looks like, I guess, industries, and we're going to get a bunch more here. Yeah, like that. Those two just hit. Some of the ones that were one and done, we can sort of see here. I sort of like to only concentrate in this game in places which have a heavy industry capacity, and otherwise sort of spread it out. It may not be the best for if you're going to hopefully this is a good idea. If you're going to plant AA guns in every province that has significant or any sort of ICs, then it's a bad idea. But if you are if they come in and do a bombing raid here and kill 1 IC and go home, versus do a bombing raid here and say kill 4 ICs, just because because you can overbomb it. You can have a bunch of big stack of bombers come in and bomb it and take damage 4, but if there's only 1, you're only going to damage the 1. So, and they may very well take losses, with fighters coming in and going out, get intercepted. So the singles, I'm not that worried about them because this is different than the way Hoi 4 works. So having them spread out a bit is not a bad idea. Seaport capabilities, good. And yeah. Let's look at the year date. Okay, 38. Yeah, we'll let that go as well. Seaport level 2, good. Light bomber prototype, which I think is grayed out now. No, it isn't. Again, 38. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll let that go. But the ones, of course, I worry the most about with bombing are the heavily concentrated provinces. Small warship radar for fire control. And that is where you very well may want to fire control. Okay, we're going to do depth charges now. Naval strike tactics. I think we're just going to leave those there. 36. In Spain, does it want more energy? Yes, a little more energy. You can have that. Oh, look at, they've almost got the nationalists crush. I mean, the Republicans crush. This is sort of fortress, and they do this to keep the Spanish Civil War going for a while instead of just having it lose quickly. But it's not a problem ultimately. Eventually, I think there is an event that takes away the fortification levels or something, so they can win. Okay, the Neckar Stelling 35 built. Okay, position. And the Bavarian Czech border positions prevented. Okay, so okay, Mossbox, Karasu. Okay, okay would prevent the Franco showing. This is maybe over here. Where are we talking about? Where? I know all you Germans. Of course, I live just near there. I know where it is, right? Yeah. Oh, I want to find this. Mine province. Okay. I have Heil. Oh, born. There we are. Okay, there we go. So here, here, and here. Okay, so this is before the west wall has been built, because that gets as much more. This is a sort of group of fortifications to defend this area. Okay, yeah, we'll continue this. I'm mostly doing this just for the immersion and the teaching part of it and to learn about it. Because quite honestly, I don't know about this stuff, and I understand that this is different than just the west wall building up in preparation there. Okay, let's stop this here. And I think we're going to end this episode here just before the first of the month. Just want to do that. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. And yes, that was just a crash. I don't know if that saved. Well, damn. We'll see. Thanks so much. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron 3.